Why don't we take the tax off the Carleton mushroom farm so that they can lower the cost of their produce and increase the amount of food that they produce in this country? We should be more self-reliant. We have the 5th biggest supply of farmland per capita on planet Earth. It is unacceptable that we cannot feed ourselves. We should be a nation that stands on its own feet and kneels before no nation and feeds itself. And that's The pain and suffering is spreading across the land. We see, for example, the other day I was in the East End, Ottawa grocery store, and a cook walked up to me, and he said he's had to delay his retirement because after 8 years of this Prime Minister, inflation is at a 40-year high, and he cannot afford to retire on schedule. But the thing that really broke him up was that he can no longer buy the ingredients to cook at home that he uses at work. And so he held up a frozen pizza and said, I'm stuck eating this frozen pizza rather than making my own food. Probably a foreign-made pizza that was produced in some faraway land, generating a lot more pollution with processed ingredients that are not as nutritious. And this gentleman who worked all his life feeding other people is not able to feed himself better than that. That's because of the inflationary deficits and taxes that this government has imposed. Inflationary deficits and taxes that the honourable member for Calgary Forest Lawn, as my finance critic, has been fighting against, and that is why I'm so proud to be splitting my time with him, Madam Chair. His story epitomizes the Canadian dream. His parents came here with modest means as an immigrant. He grew up in a tough but proud neighborhood. He went on to study finance, got a finance degree, and then went off and opened his own business, built homes to house our people, paid paychecks to other Canadians. You know what I'm so proud of? It's been the tradition that we have big shot Bay Streeters as ministers of finance. Our shadow minister of finance has actually created real jobs, worked with his hands, built businesses, helped troubled youth. He has the practical hands-on experience to know what this country should be, a country where everybody who works hard gets a fair shot at life. And so when we get rid of the carbon tax, when we cancel the inflationary deficits, when we reform our tax and benefit systems so that people bring home more of each dollar they earn, it is not just about mathematics. It is about restoring Canada's promise.